there because this is all going in a book. But I got to tell you this, in my opinion,
Yeah.
this is just my opinion.
Yeah.
I think sufficient evidence exists that we, in fact, might be aliens.
And what is that evidence?
That evidence is the way we treat our planet.
Not well.
All we do is take. We're the only animals on this planet that has no respect for our nest.
So you think we were imported here?
I think this is where we came, maybe from Mars.
So maybe some remnant survivors of that cataclysm or something, or explorers, maybe before the cataclysm came here?
I think there were people that got stuck on Mars and tried to survive by hibernating. I think elements of people on Mars went all different directions looking for help or another place they could go. And I think some of the people wound up here. Now, what happens when you jump to another planet, you leave all your industry behind. So the only thing you have that's advanced technology is the ship. You cannibalize the ship till you've used every single part on it for something. When you run out of that, you slowly devolve back to sticks and stones. And the reason why is you can't just build a manufacturing plant. You have to start at the very base, work your way forward, develop leisure time, all the skill sets necessary, and go through all the steps to eventually build a manufacturing plant.
You wrote a fantastic book that I recommend everybody read called The Ultimate Time Machine.
Yeah.
You hypothesize something very interesting about how the pyramids of Giza were built, which is a subject of endless speculation because people don't think that with prosaic, conventional, civil engineering techniques, we can actually build the pyramid. So what do you think?
We might have poured the stones, mixed them and poured them.
What does that mean? Poured the stones?
Over a long period of time, concrete turns to stone. When they build a skyscraper or a house with poured concrete, the first 25 years you live in the house, that concrete is not hard. It's hardening. It takes 100 years for concrete to harden completely. Once it hardens, it then starts converting to stone. 10,000, 20,000 years later, it's rock. And if you test it, it's rock. And you may say, that looks an awful lot like granite. But it may be that it was actually mixed and poured at the time it was set.
Interesting.
Okay. So there are places where the stones look like pillows that were put in place. They wrap around other deformations and look like they literally were made out of clay and then put in place and then got hard.
So that implies, hardening process, basically. Yeah. That's fascinating. It would explain the megatonnage because you can't really carry that in solid form.
Well, there's maybe ways you can.
Sure.
So,
well, that was the other thing you said in that book is that there was water that allowed for the transport of these
What I said was they built reed boats. They actually harvested the stone up the Nile where the quarries are, loaded the stones in the boats and brought them down. And where the pyramid is, they dammed it and just flooded that whole area. And as the water level came up, they rolled the stones off the boats in place.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
What a sophisticated, amazing use of nature.
Yeah. Why not?
And what do you think the purpose of the pyramid was? This is also a subject of endless speculation.
I think it's a transmitter.
Okay.
Emitter.
Of signals?
Whoever they want to talk to. Go back to the time of their creation and figure out where they're pointed.
Well, Orion's belt. Before this last precession around the North Star Polaris, it mapped fully to Orion's belt.
Okay.
So this was, I think, around 10,600 BC is when it shifted. And before that, mapped to Orion's belt, which is always the place across mythologies and civilizations. It's the place the souls would ascend through.
The path of souls, that idea that on death our soul makes a kind of leap up to the heavens and then makes a journey along the Milky Way. and that journey is full of challenges and difficulties, on which we will be assessed for the use we made of the incredible gift of life. That idea is found all over the world.
Supposedly, yeah.
Supposedly, yeah.
Maybe that's how we went back to Rhinesville.
Maybe.
It's the emitter of us.
Oh, that's
we don't know.
Yeah, maybe they're sort of celestial ascent chambers.
I can tell you there's ways of using the chambers and things within the pyramid chemically to make emitters.
Interesting.
You can make a giant emitter out of it.
Emitter of what?
Everything from light to whatever you want to emit, frequency-wise.
That's so fascinating. Have you ever remote viewed the crucifixion?
No. I unfortunately cannot pick my targets because then I would know what I'm looking at. So to be blind, it has to be somebody else picks my targets.
You've never gotten curious, though, and said, like, oh, okay, I have this pretty amazing
curious
skill.
About a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but you want to stay disciplined about being tasked.
If I'm going to do a remote viewing, it's got to be within protocol.
Have you ever been tasked with remote viewing any historical events that are religious in nature?
Yes.
Anything you can
But
talk?
they weren't Western religion. They were something else.
Like what?
I was targeted on sometimes temples and things in Japan.
Temples, like Shinto temples?
No, not Shinto. Way before Shinto.
Like when?
Back around 249 AD, there is a record in the Royal Court of China of a woman named Himiko. And Himiko exchanged ambassadors with the Royal Court of China. She's the only female empress that ever existed.
Wow.
She ruled for 76 years. There's virtually no records of her. And she ruled in peace. She converted all Japan from hunting-gathering, for which the warlords constantly fought over territory, to the rice culture, which locked them down to the land, stopped all the warring. So she was also a shaman. She had her own temple. Her mother did. Her grandmother did. She came from two of the most powerful families, one on Kyushu Island and one on the tip of the main island down south.